My name is Sally Swan, and my family and I have a Husky ranch in Prince George, British Columbia, where we what?
Morning. I'm here with the dogs. We're going to go summer sledding. We're going to walk the dogs with a quad. Oh my gosh, your breath.
So before the dogs get going, as soon as they see the harnesses, they get all excited because they know they're going for a run. And for them, it's getting out on the trail. They get to exercise and run, which is the main thing, but they also, all their sensories are stimulated. So they see things, they smell things, and they just love getting out on the trail. Pretty much all dogs like to roam. That's part of their instinctual nature, is to get out there and travel.
This morning we made a plan with Sally so Lila and I could film and photograph the dogs while they were running the trails, and it kind of looked like this. On the map you can see the barn, the trail that leads to the forest, the lollipop trail, the roller coaster trail, and the timberline trail that are all in the forest, and the positions where I should be when the dogs pass. After they passed me, they go around through the timberline to go back to the Lollipop Gulch. Again, they turn around and they end up on the field and go across the field where I am sitting over there.
Normally in the wild they'd be traveling for their food, they'd be traveling just to mark territory. So this to them simulates what their natural instinct would be, and that's to get out on a trail and cover some distance.
So we just went on the run with the dogs, and I sat on the trail trying to photograph it and film it with the GoPro, and Lila was on the back of the quad. And like, what happened? What run us through the whole thing?
There are a few trails. One trail is called the Lollipop Trail. Then you go straight ahead, make a turn, a U-turn, and go back. And then there's a trail called the roller coaster, and the roller coaster takes its name very seriously because it goes up and it goes down very steep. It goes,
and then up again.
Yeah. And so that's what we did, and we did it with the quad, so not with the scooters where we have to like do things. Sally had to really work that she braked at the right time so that the quad didn't go over the dogs, and that she helped the dogs go up again.
So
and
braking and using the throttle, it's really all about timing.
Yes.
Like at the end of the roller coaster, that was the first place I sat, and just before like the end of the roller coaster, Lila jumped off, joined me, so we could film a bit. So like Sally also has a website and a Facebook for the dog kennel. We'll link it below so you can check it out.
We're probably going to do this a few more times and get like the best shots out of there.
Yeah, getting better shots, better pictures, and
Hey, Harmony.
Harmony didn't go. Harmony's a bit of a bee to everyone else, so she doesn't run on a team. She only runs on her own. Are you? Aren't you? So we're just now walking the dogs, the inside dogs, and we thought that it would be a good idea to tell you a little bit about the dogs and how they got here. Most of the dogs are like 90 or 95% of the dogs are all Siberian Huskies, and there are some other ones, and there are
A
few mixes. And Sally, the owner of the dogs, the lady that takes care of the dogs, didn't like buy all the dogs. She just got them through NSPCA, like the animal rescue group, I guess, in Canada.
There are only 2 or 3 dogs that were bought. The rest she just took from the owner because the owner wasn't taking care of them properly or something else. Maybe the owner wanted to get rid of them.
Yeah, Lila's walking the dog, so it can be a little troubling. Flogging and walking dogs, kind of hard doing both at the same time.
Especially hard when one of the dogs is blind.
So the dogs we're walking with now is Xena. She's blind in both eyes. So when you walk her, you have to be constantly talking to her. You have to warn her if there's like a dip or a puddle coming or anything. How old is Xena?
I think
13. Xena's 13 years old. We're walking with Sprite. We think Sprite has something with her hip. We don't know for sure, but she's an inside dog, just like Xena. S is Snoop. Snoop has always been an inside dog. I think she's the dog of Rick, Sally's husband. She's kind of old. Snoop's like 13, 14 years old right now.
So yeah, all the dogs are pretty old, but they're in pretty good shape as well. You have the few inside dogs that have their little things, but that's only like 7 of the 32 dogs, and I think for their age, that's pretty good. So they're treated pretty well.
Yeah, and Huskies don't really get that old.
Like 15 is their maximum.
Yeah, maximum. Like that's really old. Like most go 12, 13 years.
And there are already a lot of dogs still in the kennel, not even at home, that are 12 and 13.
Those dogs still go out and pull the sled or a scooter or the quad, and they just seem fine. So what just happened?
So the dogs are a little bit less heavy and warm now.
There was a sudden, okay, I would call it like they blow out the fur and then they comb it out. It's like getting rid of the winter fur of the dogs, and it just happened.
We were there and Sally came and she was like, you know what needs to be happening? Those dogs have a lot of fur. And we know, yeah, they have a lot of fur. But you don't know how much fur.
We tried to blow dry them, and there was just dirt. And some dogs, it was insane. Just the hair and the fur just kept coming and coming. It's insane.
And we were like almost one with the dogs. Like I feel spiritually connected with the dogs right now, because I am in a living sweater of a dog right now. I don't know if that's how you would phrase it.
That's a thing right now. We
Yeah.
turned it into a thing. Sun's kind of going down, so After this, we just need to scoop some poop.
There at the house and here at the barn, and then we're going to give the dog some dinner, going to eat dinner ourselves,
And that's it.
and then tomorrow we have to do it all over again.
And the day after.
And the day after.